Hi guys, it's Michaela and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while, but it's fun to finally sit down. As you can see, I've got to change my hair again. My boyfriend's mom did it for me. Thank you, Jean. I love it. I have my mermaid locks I've always wanted. And today I'm going to be matching my eyeshadow to my hair, but with a twist. I'm right-handed and I'm going to use my left hand to do my makeup. I've never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, we're going to start with the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless primer, but because I normally do this with two hands, I'm going to do this with two hands. Don't call me out for cheating, because it's not. Promise. So I especially focus it like right here where my biggest pores are and on my forehead, my cheeks, on my chin. So it makes those pores nice and blurred and it helps the makeup stick on nice and good. Don't want to have it flaking off halfway through the day. Oh my gosh, this is already weird. Okay, so normally I like hold this with my left hand and put it on the brush that I have in my right hand, so doing that opposite now. This feels so weird. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can't even hold my brush properly. My biggest problem with my setup that I have is that I just don't know where to look because I don't have a mirror, and the little screen that I'm looking at, like from my camera, I can't really see where my makeup is right now. So I have to usually like grab this like handheld mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. But then I'm like, oh, but I'm not looking at the camera. So I'm gonna have to figure out some way to fix it. If anybody has any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I'm gonna have to like watch some better like makeup artists explain like what their setup is. Not that I'm a makeup artist. I don't have any actual training in it. I just do it for fun. So yeah, I'm not a trained makeup artist, so I just kind of do it on myself or friends and family if they ask me. Oh my gosh, this is so hard already. Just feel like I'm not getting the proper motions of the brush to actually get it to blend. But so far it doesn't look horrible. I just feel like it's gonna take me twice as long. If I talk a little less, which I haven't so far, I'm talking more than I normally do, it's because I'm focused on trying to get it good. But like I said, doesn't seem to be a problem yet. Oh, the bright side of my face is giving me so hard. It feels like I'm like reaching over across the world to get it. But this side doesn't look so bad, right? Looks pretty covered. Now I just gotta do this side. Alright. Not so bad, not so bad. All of you watching are probably like, Michaela, that's pretty bad. Hopefully not, but I'd like to do a pretty good job. I don't know if it's because I just don't use my left hand very often or like stuff like that, but it's cramping. I wonder if it's like just a weird positioning. Alright. My biggest pet peeve is when people take it right down to their jaw but then don't blend it like at least somewhat into their neck. And I just got such a sharp line right across the jawline, and it's like, I don't like that. Especially if the makeup doesn't actually go all the way down to their jawline and it's like just above and it's so visible and you're like, no, honey, I can see it. Okay. I honestly think that's done. Like, my foundation's done. Not so bad, not so bad. Alright. The start is pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. See, normally I'd go off camera to do my eyebrows, but I'm not going to do that because then you're gonna think I'm cheating. And we're not gonna cheat here. Primer doesn't count. So, what's new with everybody else's lives? How did everyone handle their quarantine? The world is kind of crazy right now. It's getting a little better here. I live in Canada. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I live in Canada and I live like in the GTA. So we just went into stage 3 here. So almost all things are open, like kind of normal. Still social distancing and wearing masks are mandatory inside. But now like restaurants have opened. But yeah, so still some restrictions and like homes and stuff, like long-term homes, you still need to have like a COVID test in order to see your family that's in the home, stuff like that. There's still like rules, but it's definitely eased up. Like gyms just started opening, stuff like that. So it's pretty nice that things are at least getting back to normal. Oh my gosh, I almost just like switched hands to do my other eyebrow. Oh, this one's gonna be hard. I hope you guys can see okay. Maybe I'll zoom in. There we go. Oh, I just wish I could look up here to do it, but I can't really. Oh, I can see okay. I'll just do like some of the outline and then here, I'll make sure my mirror isn't in the camera so that you can actually have my camera focus on me, not the mirror. Oh my gosh, that brow is way thicker than I would normally do it. It's so messy. Oh, I hate it, but it's done. Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough. Okay, let me do my bronzer. I use the Pure Minerals Mineral Glow bronzer. It's like a 4-in-1 mineral makeup, but I use it as a bronzer because like it's pretty dark and it's got some shimmer in it. Not too much. I don't like a really like glittery like bronzer. I don't like looking like I've got highlight under my cheekbones. I don't really like that. And I use this little like Too Faced heart brush. I find it just works honestly the best for like this type of stuff. It just fits really nicely in all those of my cheeks. Oh, the blending just feels so awkward. My boyfriend's left-handed and I'm like, I don't know, I find it amazing because I'm like, oh, it feels so weird using my right hand. I'm sorry, using my left hand. And I'm like, oh, it must feel the same when he uses his right hand, but like, it just seems so weird. my gosh, reaching the other side just, I don't know how I do it with my right hand without it feeling this weird. I like little focus like box that's like following my face on my little screen that I'm looking at on my camera keeps getting in the way of like me seeing where it's blended or not. Okay, I think that's good enough. Alright, now for the blush. So I use the Becca Chrissy Teigen palette, and I love this blush. I believe it is called, yeah, Hibiscus Bloom. Such a like beautiful pink. So let me just grab some of that. I find with this blush, when you first put it on, it gives you a bit of a line like right here that you gotta make sure that you like blend so that it like doesn't look so harsh. See how it looks like pretty, like just like a little blob right there. I just make sure I go in and keep blending it over. It goes nice and seamlessly into the skin. Sometimes after I put my highlight on, I also blend the blush again, just to make sure, like I find sometimes the like bronzer or the contour and the blush kind of just look like lines if you don't blend it again, and just make sure that they kind of come in together. So I make sure I go back and do that usually. Sometimes it does it on its own, like today it kind of looks pretty blended on its own, so I don't think I'll need to go back in, but sometimes I do. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to the eyes now. This is the scary part. I think it's gonna get everywhere. So, I also got the Jawbreaker Jeffree Star palette. So, I'm excited to show you guys this palette. It's so beautiful. Also, like, look at the packaging. It's so freaking cute. Whoa, I almost just dropped it. God. I have used it, like, quite a few, well, I didn't use it quite a few times, but I've used it a bit since I've gotten it, but I haven't done a video with it yet. But look at all those colors. My favorite to use so far has been probably Lemon Drop. I really like that for like an inner corner, like little golden yellow moment. But Jawbreaker is such a pretty, it's like a little bit of like gold metallics in there, but it's like a white base, so it's such a pretty like highlight. So we're gonna go on into this palette. Also, I'm looking over this direction because I'm like, this is my bathroom counter right here, and all my makeup's laid out over this way. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my brush. Almost forgot I was supposed to be doing this with my left hand. Don't worry, I haven't messed up any of the steps yet. I'm going to take the shade Virgin, which is just this white shade. I'm just going to put it all over the lid, just as a base starting point for those shadows to have something to go on. You don't really need to do this, but I just like to, so that they have the same starting point. Like, you know how your eyelids will have different colors on them, like with your veins and all that. Just having a base on there, all the colors will start at the same place. I'm gonna zoom you in here. There. It's probably a little easier to see if it'll focus. Oh, I just pulled some hair out. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the shade Sour, this nice green shade right here. Don't worry, I'm using, here, I'll show you that I'm using my left hand. I really like Jeffree Star's shadows, but I find they do have a little bit more fallout than I would like. But it's okay, like, in the pan it doesn't bother me, but with the one purple shade in this palette, I find that it gets kind of all over under my eye. So I would say if you're gonna use like the Gumdrop like lilac color in the palette, I would do your eyes before you do your base so that you don't have to wipe off some of the makeup after you've already done it. Because that's quite frankly a little bit annoying, because like when you've got like purple powder all under your eye, you look like you've got a black eye. And if you did any concealing to get rid of dark circles, well, sorry, but you just added them back. So yeah, but other than that one purple shade, I would say that the rest of them don't really have any fallout like on your face. Like, the green shade is just like on my eye, so no worries about that. I remember him saying that like purple is like one of the hardest, if not the hardest shades to like formulate, so it's understandable. Also, this isn't going as bad as I thought it would. I thought I would have a really hard time blending. Okay, I said that and then I went kind of high up there with that green. I don't know how good that looks. I'm not done blending it, but like, I already know my right eye is gonna be way, way worse than this. Okay, there's the green on there. So the blue that I'm going to use is actually not going to be from that palette. I'm going to use Cancelled right here, which is a beautiful like ocean blue in the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star Mini Controversy palette. So yeah, I'm going to use that shade. Still using my left hand, don't worry. I do have to keep reminding myself about that though. Well, shades, whenever you first put them on, definitely look super messy. But then you go in and you blend it and you blend it and you blend it and you blend it forever, and then it looks great. Hopefully, anyways. And as long as you think it looks great, like on your own face, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if your parents like it, your friend likes it, or other makeup enthusiasts on the internet like it. As long as you like it. Now, don't get me wrong, you can always take advice from other people to make things look better. So don't get mad at people when they try and give you advice. Especially if you are posting online. Usually people want to chime in. As long as you have more than 5 subscribers. Which is currently where I am. But that's okay. This is definitely, I did this look like something similar to this yesterday. It's my right hand. It definitely didn't look like this. This is a mess. It's blended, but like you can't even see each color because like they're blended too much and blended too high. I'm gonna use my makeup wipe a little bit because like this craziness up here. Okay, that's a little better. Let me just dry that out so I can actually put some stuff. Okay, now I've got those two shades on. I'm going to use my flat brush and then I'm going to use this shade here called the Simulation. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Sometimes you do have to clean it up with a makeup wipe. And honestly, that's okay. I'm going to do my other eye and I'll probably cut out like some of this footage because it's probably going to take me just as long to do this eye. So that was a while. This is going to be even harder because now I'm crossing over my face. Oh my gosh, look what I just did. I just like flicked the green like everywhere. Okay, that green's pretty blended. I'm gonna definitely have to come out and like clean that up where I just flung the eyeshadow. Okay, and then the last color. Oh my gosh, I was like, that's not even where I wanted that to go. The hard part too is like when I look in the monitor, things are like a little backwards. Okay, and I cleaned up this a little bit off camera, just with the little wipe like I showed you. And now I'm going to put on my highlighter, which is somewhere. There it is. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Candlelight Glow. As you can see, I love this. It's almost gone. And we're gonna glow like a goddess. I think mermaids love to. The sirens. Taking all the pirates to the bottom of the ocean. I think I more look like a siren. Alright, there's the highlighter. And now let's do mascara. Oh, this might be hard with the left hand. Oh, actually, it's not so bad as long as I don't miss the lashes. Like that. And get it all over my nose. We're gonna wait for that to dry and then wipe it off. is going so good. Oh god, how the hell am I supposed to do this eye? Oh, I'm like literally going like this. Why should I probably have mascara on both sides of my nose now? This is ridiculous. Oh, it's getting so clumpy. Look what I just did to the bottom. Look at that mess. Well, mascara is done. How good it looks? You guys can be the judge of that. I'd say not good. Alright, and then let me just grab some paper towel. Whoops. There we go. Great snail. We'll just take my brush that I did my foundation with and just, if there's any excess on there, get it on that spot. There we go. Very good. Alright, now I'm just gonna do my lips. For this, I think I'm just gonna do a nude. So this is my favorite nude. It's called Honey Love by MAC Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure it's their powder matte. It does not tell me. It just says MAC Cosmetics Toronto. So there we go. There's lipstick on, and I think I'm actually gonna put a gloss over it. We're gonna put this Bobbi Brown brightening gloss. There we go. And there you have the final look. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.